Hello, people. I welcome you to my presentation of P1 Business Opportunity Exposition. My name is Chukwudinwafo. I'm a PBO based in Warri, Delta State, Nigeria. And on this slide, I'm going to be exposing the P1 business opportunity and how you can become a PBO. PBO simply stands for P1 Business Owner. All right, let's go on. The first thing is a question here. All right, I love to start with a question because when we ask ourselves the right question, we get the right answers. All right, so the first question here is one of the most important questions we must ask ourselves, which is what's your why? What's your why? Now, by why, we mean what are your motivators? What is driving you? What is motivating you? All right? What is driving you? What is motivating you? Now, this is very important because it is the power of your why, or rather the power of your motivators, that you harness to drive yourself towards accomplishing your own definition of success. Every one of us carry a different definition of success. Yes, success is a universal desire, meaning that everyone desires to succeed. But we don't all carry the same impression of success. Many of us carry different impression of success, depending on where you're coming from. All right, depending on who your models are, your role models in the society are, depending on what your background is. All right, and depending on at what level, at what phase of life you are in, because our why also changes. My why when I was in school is no longer my why now that I'm in labor market. My why when I was a single, they are no longer my why now that I'm married, okay, with children. My why when it was just me and my wife is no longer my why now that I have children, okay? So why changes also depending on what level of life you are in, or what phase of life you are in, or who your role model is, or what um, your background is. There are a whole lot of things that affect our why. But no matter what, it's very important that we take time to understand what our why is. What are our motivators? Why? Because it is the power of your motivators that you harness to drive yourself towards accomplishing your own definition of success. Your own definition of success. All right? Now, another way to ask this question is what are your dreams? What are your dreams? I am sure you know something about setting goals. You know something about getting a vision or discovering your vision, and then a whole lot. Whether you're talking about goals, you're talking about vision, you're talking about purpose. In an overarching sense, they actually mean the same thing. All right. Um, the only difference there is semantics. Okay, it's choice of words. Whether you're using the word dreams, or you're using the word goal, or you're using the word vision, they're all talking about a picture of a preferable or a desirable future. A dream is a picture, a mental picture of your desirable future. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years from now? Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years from now? Where do you see yourself in the next 15 years from now? You could call it your long term, short term goal, medium term goals, or long term, you like, use the word dreams, long term dream, a short term dream, medium term dream, or whatever. All right? So, where do you see yourself in the nearest future? Given the opportunities available to you, given the things at your disposal, and given the opportunities, given the opportunities at your disposal, and also considering what you're doing today with your life. Where do you see yourself in the next 15 years? Now, one of the ways that I like to ask a question like this is, now imagine that you came to your own funeral. Yes, you were opportune to be attend your own funeral. What do you want people around to say about you? How do you want to end this life? What comments and what commendation do you want people to give about you? All right. So, uh, do you want to end up fulfilled? Do you want to end up uh, full of regrets. So whatever your dream is, okay, it is very important that you take time to actually ascertain what your dreams are. All right? Let me say this. Successful people, high productive people, personal effective people are in the habit of outlining their goals or their dreams and their vision. They are not confused about it. They actually know what is driving them. They actually know where they're going to. They know what they want to achieve. All right? They are alive. They know, understand their why. They are not confused about it. Unlike a lot of people, it will amaze you to know that 80% of the people in the world don't even know why they exist. They don't even know what they want to achieve. They follow the bandwagon effect. Theirs is keeping to the status quo. Anywhere where belle face, that is their own. Do you understand what I'm saying? So for them, it's more like existing, doing what every other person is doing. But they've not taken time to actually ascertain what is the most important thing in their life. They've not taken time to understand what their dreams are. Where do they want to get to in life? You know, you should be able to see your future now. Because a future you don't see now, you cannot have it. A future you can't savor right now, you cannot realize it. It won't be a reality to you. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Okay? So, perhaps you don't have a vivid dream. Can I help paint some dreams in your mind? All right? Let me just paint some dreams in your mind. Now, look at the next slide. This is a healthy, hearty, wealthy, and cheerful family. As you can see, that all generations are represented. You see the father and the mother, and you see the children, and perhaps you see the great grandchildren. Is this how you want to end up your life? Do you want to retire healthy? Do you want to retire wealthy? Do you want to retire hearty? And do you want to retire cheerful? All right? Or do you want to retire full of regrets? One of the goriest side or the most pitiable side to see is to see a man at his 60s and 65 still working. Still working. All right? Whether you're working as a professional or you're working as a gate man. At 65, you should be resting. Or if you're working, you're just working because you love working. You are now working to impart the next generation. Not that you're working to feed yourself. That's the goriest side to see. All right? That's the goriest side to see. For me, I want to end well. I want to be like this with my family. I want to take vacation to Bahamas and Hawaii. I want to take time and spend quality time with people that matters in my life, people that I love. All right? So what is your why? Could this be your why? Could this be your why? Okay, let's look at another one here. This is called personal development. Personal development. Now, could this be your why? You want to be personally developed. You want to add value to yourself. You want to build capacity. You want to add to your skill set. You want to acquire the necessary trainings, the necessary resources, the necessary character and competence that is required for you to achieve your own definition of success. Is that why you're here? Is that why you're still listening to my voice? All right? Do you want to acquire the necessary skill set that is required to achieve your own definition of success? Personal development. Or could it be beautiful homes? Let me confess that this is one of my major motivation why I got into real estate. All right? Because I once lived in a squalor. I lived in a ghetto. All right? Where everything is messed up. And we were just sharing one room with my family and everything. And I told myself that one day I'm going to live in a home like this. I remember those days I used to go to YouTube and watch my YouTube and see all those beautiful houses in Lekki and all that. And my children would say to me, Daddy, that's your house? As I say, yes. All right? This is one of the reasons why I took interest in real estate. This is one of the reasons why I became a PBO. Because my dream is to achieve this, a beautiful home. I am somebody who love home. You can call me a home freak. I love palatial houses. I love beautiful environment. I love serene environment. This is my dream. I can't see myself ending without living in a home like this. All right? I understand what my definition of success is. I understand what the picture of my desirable future is. Do you have an understanding of what your picture of desirable future is? Luxury cars. Okay? Are you foreseeing yourself to be able to drive one of these beautiful cars around? Could that be your dream? All right? Or this very important one, financial freedom. I believe that every one of us, including you, my listener, should have a goal to attain financial freedom. What is financial freedom? Financial freedom is that height in your financial life where uh, money is no longer a problem. Yes. Somebody said there are two kinds of money problem: lack of money and too much money. I think the second problem is better. I think the second problem is better. Too much money. Please, if you know anyone that has a too much money problem, just let me know, because I want to make friend with that person. All right? I want to get to a point where money is no longer a concern. Know one thing about money: when you lack it, when you don't have it, it becomes more of a concern. All right? But the more of it you have, it becomes less of a concern. I don't want to build all my life, spend all my life running helter and skelter and looking for money. I want to spend quality time with people that matters. I want to spend quality time fulfilling my vision. I want to spend quality time impacting life. So I don't want money to be the problem. So I want to get to a point in my life where money is no longer a problem, where I don't have to work because of money, but rather I've created multiple streams of income that is bringing money to me. That's what I want to achieve. I want to get to that point where I have multiple streams of income that is bringing money. That even when I'm sleeping, I'm also making money. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, if you are sleeping and you're not making money, then you've not attained financial freedom. You've not really attained financial freedom. All right? If you are doing the things that matter to you, maybe taking time to spend quality time with your family or go on vacation, and at the same time you're still thinking of money, it means that money is still a concern to you. You've not attained this height of financial freedom. All right? I want to get to that point where I work just because I love to work, not because I have to work. All right? That's that point where money is no longer an issue. Financial freedom. I don't know if that is your dream. Now there are a whole lot of them. Now this is a blank slide. You can add a lot of them. Could it be autonomy? You want to be able to do your own things and call your own shot. Okay, you don't want to keep answering all the days of your life. You want to be able to call your own shots. You want to be able to run your own thing. All right. Could that be your own dream? All right. Could it be creativity? You just want to be able to create something that is novel to you. All right. Could it be creativity? Could it be power? Could it be control? What is it that is actually motivating you? The important point here that is it's necessary for you to understand what is motivating you, so that you can harness the powers of your motivators to achieve your highest dreams and your highest goal. I need you to understand that. Having said that, all right, let's go further. Now, if any of these are your dreams, then I present you to P1. I present P1 to you. P1 is a platform that will help you achieve your highest dreams. Your highest dreams. All right? Okay? It will help you achieve. It's a proven, trusted platform. Okay? With workable platform, feasible platform that will help you achieve your highest dream. So what is P1? All right. P1 simply stands for, is an acronym that stands for Property World Africa Network. Now the name is very descriptive. The names are descriptive. Property, because we deal on property. By property we mean real estate property, and that includes land and housing units and everything on it. All right. And then world, because the world is our catchment, the world is our target, the world is our reach. All right. Africa, because Africa is our base. Network, because we embrace network marketing or multi-level marketing model. I need you to understand that. Now, P1 was established in March 2012. Now, if you calculate, that's about over 10 years right now. March this year, P1 was 10. So you can agree with me that any any organization, any company, any business that made it to 10 years and is still waxing strong is a a business that will last. It is said that the very first 5 years of a business will determine are very critical, and that will determine most businesses fail in their first 5 years, and the remaining fail in their next 5 years. So 10 years is the lifespan of an average business in Africa. But we have outgrown it. We waxed strong in our first 5 years. We waxed even stronger in our second 5 years. And we are even waxing stronger and stronger. P1 is now penetrating a whole lot of places. P1 is going international. Officially, P1 right now is in Ghana. Okay? Waxing strong, cutting across Africa. All right? So you can see now that we are growing and waxing strong. So any business that after 10 years is still waxing strong is a business you should commit to. Is a business that you can partner with. Excuse me. So P1 is a real estate marketing and information company. Real estate marketing and information, because we bring information that has to do with real estate. All right? And we adopt the network marketing model in real estate marketing. Now, over her 9 years of existence, okay, over 9 years to tell, like I told you, it's 10 years, actually going to 11 years right now. Okay, so P1 has empowered thousands of people. So P1 is also an empowerment program. All right, has empowered thousands of people and families, and giving them a source of earning, legitimate income, doing real estate business. Thousands have seen their lives transformed and can now live a comfortable life, and also help them achieve their dream of owning their own home. We are positioned to groom financial heroes through the power of real estate and network marketing. Real estate network marketing. Real estate network marketing. I am repeating this because that is the two side of P1. P1 is a real estate company, and P1 is also a network marketing company. P1 deals on real estate in the sense that P1 trades stock in trade are real estate properties. But P1 is also a multi level marketing company, a company that embraces network marketing. Network marketing is the best kind of marketing. The truth is that in the real life, in the real sense, outside the corporate world, we all are networkers, whether we're doing it consciously or we're doing it unconsciously. Somebody, the last teller that sold your clothes, somebody referred you to the teller. All right, you were referred to the teller, and you probably have referred another person to your teller. So, in the process of making those referrals, what are you doing? That's networking. Perhaps the next person that came to buy from you and the person that will buy from you tomorrow was actually referred by another person. So we are all in the real world networkers, whether we know it or not. Now, it is because we've discovered that networking is the most effective model of marketing, and that is why we've embraced it. And when you add the real estate plus network marketing, the result is phenomenal. And this is why P1 have become outstanding for over 10 years right now, and is still waxing strong. Now, very important is the vision of P1. Vision of P1. All right. Now, a vision talks about uh, the future, where we are going, what do we exist for. All right. P1 exists to make home ownership dream a reality. P1 helps you to realize your home ownership dream. For me, I believe that this is a vision that is born out of out of the vision of many. Everyone, every sane person, every uh, reasonable person wants to own a home. Of course, you know that homes are one of the basic necessities of life. So everyone wants to build a house. Everyone wants to own a home. So P1 exists with the vision to help you realize that dream. So we can say that P1's vision is born out of the vision of every one of us. So it's a vision that embraces the vision of everyone. All right? And you can see the reason why they have they have weathered the storms. They have actually outlived those critical years of 5 years and next 5 years, and why they're still waxing stronger and stronger, because their vision is a vision that everyone can relate with. Their vision is a vision that even you yourself can relate with, because I believe that as a listener, you want to own a home, and P1 exists to make that dream a reality for you. Now, a vision without a mission is nothing. So vision is your future, what you want to achieve, whereas mission is how you want to achieve it. So how are we going to achieve this? Now, is to discover, or how do we achieve this? Is to discover affordable lands everywhere, okay? And make these known to you. And how do we do that? We do that through trained PBOs. All right? Trained PBOs, trained realtors. They make the information of these houses available to you, and also show you how you can make money to buy land and build your own home, or how you can make money to buy your own home. So P1 exists to discover available lands and make them known to you, and also show you the opportunity that abounds in them, how you also can realize your own dream of owning a house. I want to believe that this is becoming more interesting, because this is actually striking the right chord. Everyone wants to own a home. Everyone wants to own a home, not just a house. And this is what P1 stands for. All right. Now, let's go ahead. Now, whereas vision talks about the future or what we want to achieve, our mission talks about how we want to achieve it. Now, core values actually talks about um, our culture. How do we embrace our vision? What is our culture? What are our guiding principles? All right, okay, because it is the core values of every society, of every organization, that actually creates the organizational culture or the organizational climate. All right, so this is what inspires how we go about what we go about. All right, and this can be captured in the word arise, arise, arise. In operating, P1 embraces these five core values, and anyone that represents P1 also should reflect these five values. Number one is what? Accountability. P1 is accountable. All right, we don't make claims that we can't answer to. Then responsible. P1 takes responsibility. We don't shift blames to people. All right? That's why we don't make a claim that we cannot stand by. And also we are responsible because we don't shift blame. We follow our claims to the letter. Integrity, because we stand on the truth. We stand on the truth. We don't promise more than we can offer you. With P1, it is WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. All right. Then service is because we exist, or P1 exists. It's very important you understand that. P1 exists to meet your need. Service is the ability to meet one's need. So we exist to meet your need. And we actually know that need as it has to do with real estate, your real estate need and all that. Then excellence is that whatever we do with a touch of excellence. And this reflects in the life of all our trained staff, all our business partners, all over. Whatever that has to do with P1 speaks value, speaks these values, and that is accountability, responsibility, integrity, service, and excellence. Um, Very important is the founders of these great company. The founders of this great company. It's very important you understand that because behind every vision there is a visionaire. Behind every vision there is a visionary, and it's very important we understand who are the ones behind this. When you see something working, someone is making it work. So we introduce to you the founders of P1. They are Nigerians. This is not an imported. Is not. They are not Filipinos. All right. This is not an important company. This is an indigenous Nigerian company. This is Dr. Augustine Ozioma and Dr. Jane Obioma Onwumere. Now, these two couples have a wonderful story to tell. Okay, I'm going to summarize their stories because I don't want to it's something that is known. Okay, these two couples have a wonderful story to tell. All right, they lived in 13 different places squatting. They squatted in 13 different places with relatives, with friends, of course. As at 2010, they were still squatting with people. All right, they don't have a home of themselves. They were just looking for 300,000 to pay for a flat. It was in the midst of this deprivation that they got a vision. So this vision was born out of necessity. This vision to make homes available or homes ownership a reality was born out of necessity. All right. So they knew the importance, they knew the challenge that an ordinary Nigerian is facing towards getting a house. So they positioned themselves to serve. Before then, they were networkers. They already understand what it means to network, and they use the power of networking to actually achieve what they have today. Everything they are today is made available by their is made possible by the power of networking. All right. This is a summary of the story. P1 was founded by a couple, Dr. Augustine Ozioma Onwumere and Dr. Jane Obioma Onwumere. In 2012, at the time, they were homeless and simply looking for 300,000 to rent a flat. Out of this wilderness experience, P1 was birthed, and that is what drives the vision of making home ownership dream a reality for as many as possible. The homeless couple who were at the time squatting from place to place ended up building a brand which has in turn created several landlords and millionaires in the real estate. The truth is that what you're facing today could be you are facing it probably because you are supposed to provide a solution. All right? You're supposed to provide a solution not just for yourself but for people. Excuse me. Provide a solution. So, um, this is the story of P1. The brand started as P1 Homes. All right? We already know that P1 stands for Property World African Network. Now, Homes is also another acronym. It stands for uh, Home Ownership Medicine Scheme. So it's also an acronym. With expansion in mind, in 2015, P1 Homes gave birth to a new company named P1 Edge. So P1 Edge is the first affiliate of P1 Home. All right? This emerged as the first affiliate under the brand. In 2016 and 2017, other affiliates were birthed. This became the beginning of P1 Group. Today, we have more than 33 affiliates operating under the umbrella of P1 Group. All of this became possible. All of this became possible. I think this is an old slide. Right now, there are over 40 affiliate companies operating under P1 Group. All right, they started as P1 Homes. They bettered in 2015. They bettered the first affiliate P1 Edge. All right, I think P1 Edge is the first to get to Warri. All right, but now there are a whole lot of them in Warri right now. Okay, so today we have more than 33 affiliates operating under the umbrella. 40 affiliates operating under P1 Group. All of this became possible as we consistently follow our vision, of course, which is to make home ownership dream a reality, has kept us together. All right. Now, these are some of the affiliates. There's P1 Home, P1 Edge, P1 Plus, P1 Premium, P1 Heritage, P1 Haven, P1 Prime, and many of them P1 Max, P1 Bazaar, P1 Pro, P1 Royale, P1 Legacy, many of them. Okay? Many of them. These are the affiliates. They are 40 in number right now. Okay? Now, our P1 Group is very important. Is the leading network marketing real estate firm in the world. The leading network marketing real estate firm in the world. All right? In the world, because when these visionaries started, there was no precedence. They were not following after anybody. It was their brainchild. Okay? There was nobody to learn from. Okay? So, right now, they are the leading network marketing real estate firm in the world. All right? And so far, they have made thousands of people homeowners through our highly flexible business model. We now have estates operating. This slide says 26, but you need to know that it's in over 30 states in Nigeria and still counting. We have sold and allotted many of our estates. Many of our estates, yes. Others are at various stages of development. We have commenced building in some of our estates. We have started a program to enable our members own their own home using a very flexible payment plan and also earn income and various incentives in the process.